Episode 60. We are here. This episode is our bridge. Walking from past events in Yorknew to new adventures with Greed Island. If we get there this episode, I don't know. We still have a lot of training to do. Or have our boys trained just enough to be accepted by Tsezguerra and we can jump in. What's up, guys? It's Jughead here. Welcome back to our Let's Watch Hunter x Hunter series. Today we are watching episode 60, End and Beginning. That's exactly what this is, endings and new beginnings. Without any further ado, tune in to my full uncut reaction and stay for my in-depth discussion after the episode. So, episode 60, End and Beginning, in 3, 2, 1. Let's watch. Oh, we're at... Oh! No! We're departing. Are Kurapika and Melody both departing together? Continue their duties with Nostrada? Or are they parting ways separately? Okay, there are... I can assume it's with the Nostradas. He acts calm, but he can be harsh, yes. He's leaving vengeance behind to continue with responsibility. I know. Melody's so important to Kurapika. The most pleasant heartbeat I've heard in this city. Wow. You know what that's good for? Leorio being a doctor. Leorio's gonna be... You would make an excellent doctor. Hey, that's exactly what he wants to go to school for. Is that what he's gonna be departing for too? Dedicated to become a doctor? You know, sometimes you do have to part ways in order to grow. Gon and Killua have to rely solely on each other now. A test of their bond together. End and beginning. New adventures. Woo! He's buying another Greed Island? Capitalist greed. Maluki's still trying to get a copy? Only one copy left. He's gonna take that one too? When will we see him again though? I'm gonna miss them. I know, I have Gon's face right now. That's a caveat, yes. I know, he left without even saying goodbye, but they have to focus on their training. You will? Is that his hunter license? Oh. Oh, now you can buy back your hunter license. Yes, please go get that. We'll see him again. Where? When? Is he gonna take the hunter exam? Oh, that hunter license is a real gem. Maybe he'll want to go get one. I know, I should become a pro hunter so I can, yep. You're not worthy then. So he'll take it with Killua. They'll be in the same hunter exam together. Number 16 wins Greed Island again. 60.2 billion. Double the one that we watched him get. All 7 copies. Like I said, capitalist greed cost him half his wealth. There were 7 copies in this auction alone. Remember my last discussion, last episode? There's no way Ging did not do that on purpose to make sure Gon would get into the game. Now he's anger eating, yeah. You receive a treasure map. Or a giant dragon appears to grant... We know Togashi loves Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. That has to be an homage to Dragon Ball Z. A dragon that grants your wish? No way that's not an homage to Dragon Ball Z. Oh, look at all the players trying to play. It'll be just like Heaven's Arena, where they were able to unlock their aura nodes like that. They're going to go to Tsezguerra saying, hey, we're ready. Gon, I don't think even has a Hatsu. He's just going raw power. But Killua, taking his past trauma and making it a strength, a testament to his resilience with electricity transmutation, they'll be ready to play. Tsezguerra. Show me your Ren. He's gonna be not just impressed, but shocked at how quickly they've boosted themselves. 32 players. So it's all private. You can't witness other... Who the hell is that? The characters that look the coolest are gonna pass. That's how it always works. We're not having no boring looking characters. Like that girl that looked like a little princess fairy. She's making it in. Her. She's making it in. Damn, they want to be some of the last ones. Deduce all we can from the information and do our best. They're going to be picky with their choices. And you'll know whether or not if they've chosen their 32 or not. Is it going to be advantageous to wait, be patient, calculate? Ten people have gone in, but no one's come out. Yeah, what's going on behind the curtain? Who the fuck is this? Damn, look at that underbite. He creeps me out. I'm trying to unwrap everything. Okay. They aren't choosing 32 players. What are they? It's been over 10 years. Wow. And new players... Well, that's how long the game has been going on, since we know that's when Ging abandoned the sun. Exactly. They're not just going to accept just about anybody. They're going to be really picky about their choices. Like this fucking accountant nerd right here, they're not choosing him. How do we know how many of these people even have... Oh, well, he said show me your Ren. So all of these people are Nen users. Yeah, he's still trying to practice. Not many people can stick to their ideals. Well, that's Gon. Well, Killua is more pragmatic. The greater need for wit. Exactly like I said, it's not sheer power. Hunter x Hunter is not about sheer power. It's about wit, cunning, patience, intelligence, and having a plan. They sat back and planned it out. I was too focused on logically deducing the best method. He's heading in. Show him. Woo! He's going against his parents' and family's teachings. You want to separate yourself from your family? Do the opposite. These rules are for being an assassin, not who you want to be. Yes, see, I'm no longer an assassin. I'm a hunter. You don't have the license, though. I want to see how good it is now. His eyes are gonna... Holy shit. Oh, fuck yeah. This animation's sick. In theory, it's certain, but it's unbelievable that you learned this from scratch. What did I say? Not just impressed, shocked. And like I said earlier, a testament to his resilience. You pass. And he looks so cute. Wait, what did he say? Wait, boop, 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 boop. Let me read that again. This technique should not be yet fully developed enough. You'd require years of torturous training, exposing... Well, I'm a Zoldyck. From birth, I've been exposed to electricity. Family reasons. Torture. You wouldn't really understand. Potential unlocked through adversity, not just sheer power. That is what Hunter x Hunter is. The people who passed are those who moved immediately, blah, blah, blah. Gon is gonna be raw power. Yep, you hear that? That's Gon right there. Was that Gon? Yeah, of course it was. Hell, oh my god. Those kids are, yeah. Oh my god, I'm so fucking pumped. Now's gonna be the hardest part. Learning everything about Greed Island. This is where I'm gonna suck. I'm gonna need a comprehensive explanation of the game's mechanics. I'm horrible at learning new card games and board games. As soon as someone starts explaining the rules of like a mechanics, I like instantly disassociate. I can't do that here. Any items that you... If anything, my struggle to grasp the game is gonna perfectly mirror our boys with their own learning curve as new players. That's what'll be fun with it. Anything that you bring out of the game, that's why he's paying the big bucks, yeah. What can you bring out of the game, though? I just want to... I'm looking for my dad. Interesting, he never calls him his father, his dad. It's always Ging. Because you can't really call him dad. If anything, I feel like Ging is going to end up feeling more like his, like, cool, fun uncle instead of his father. No, 4 years? Oh. How long are we going to all be separated? No. I have abandonment issues, even in a make-believe story. Remember, Killua is always like, I'm a night owl, or like, I stay up super late, but or things he said like that. He's always sleeping. Wow, they got a whole land set up. What is... Wow. The individual game copies are not independent. It doesn't matter which console you start from, you'll arrive at... Okay, so it is in an actual... Okay. Consider it a virtual area accessible from any spot on this planet. I will now hand out memory cards. Only one may enter the game area at a time. We will decide the order now. See, that fairy girl did make it. One of Gon and Killua's favorite games. Gon's favorite game. Ooh, there's the ring. He's holding the ring too. No, do you want to start fresh or do you want to use it? Your initial destination is always the same, regardless of your save. But what does the save do? Just, yep, yes it is. He True. He's going to use his own card. He gave that to you for a reason. He created this game for you. I said that in my discussion. This game was made for you. And you got a cool little accessory now with the ring. Well, what the fuck does the ring do? I'm so lost. They don't have rings. Do they? Dude, this is so cool. You just walking in a little doorway? And now, are they being teleported? Is it in a game? Is it Sword Art Online? Or Tron? Or is it you're transported to a physical location? Who the hell is this? 2 magic spells are available to anyone wearing a ring. Book and Gain. Place the hand with the ring in front of you and say book. Are we collecting Pokemon cards? What is it? That book is for storing the cards you've collected. Please look at the first page. Each slot is labeled with... Oh my god. You can only place cards of the same number in these slots. These are your restricted slots. Please flip ahead a few pages. Any card... What do these cards do? Did they give you powers? Did they give you... Oh, items. And are these the items that you can take? There are hundreds of 0 to 99. Then you have 45 free slots. That's how you clear the game. That's a cool... That might be the thumbnail. You must transform 100 items into cards and put them in your book. If you obtain a sword, it will become a card the moment you get it. If you wish to use a card as the item, use this gain. Okay. Once you've used gain to return a card to you can never transform. What the hell? So there can be some super powerful shit. There are 2 ones you cannot transform into when you reach the item's maximum card transformation limit. Every item in this game has a card transformation limit. Dude, Tagashi is so... Oh, so it's everybody. So can you that's what you want to take out of the game. If you don't place a card into your... It will automatically revert to an item. This is complex, dude. No, I'm not disassociating. The most important note. I'm right with you, Gon. The ring is destroyed too, and the book's contents are lost. So those items are gone forever too? Huh. So, here's this book. Take it. Fill this spell book in. Fill this void left by your father is pretty much what that symbolizes. With each card being another step to discovering your father. Loading. I have a message from Ging Free. Oh my god. Oh, Ging. I keep forgetting it's Ging. Yep, he created this game, but he created it for you. But if you expected a clue to my location, you're out of luck. No surprise. I just want to show off this game to you. Have fun. Until you obtain a specific item. Play away, have fun. Most of all, train, become stronger. That is both a challenge and a motivator for Gon. I have no clues to help you. Just play the game and find me that way. That is both a challenge and a motivator for Gon. Whoo! Welcome to Greed Island. A new environment. A new adventure. A whole new arc. End and beginning. The cyclical nature that is Hunter x Hunter. Resolutions birth new challenges. Our two boys are alone together as a duo once again, with only each other to rely on and lean on, ripe for their relationship to evolve and continue to grow. The rest of our group parts ways themselves to grow themselves. Leorio and his goal to become a great doctor. Kurapika resuming his duties and responsibilities for the Nostrada family, prioritizing his role with the Nostradas over personal vendettas. We'll take that, which he can still utilize to still fulfill his goals of acquiring the Scarlet Eyes of his clan that doesn't require vengeance. Parting ways is a necessity sometimes to achieve personal goals. But here, it reminds us the fragility of our main quartet's unity. A recurring tension in the series thus far, and I'm sure will persist to the end. Gon, a boy on a quest to find his father. Killua, a boy on a quest to escape his father. A boy on a quest to escape his family. Kurapika, a boy on a quest to avenge his family. We see how Hunter x Hunter is a story about self-discovery. Deconstruct that even further, and you see Gon, a boy struggling to cope with abandonment. Killua, a boy struggling to cope with abuse. Kurapika, a boy struggling to cope with loss. We also then see how Hunter x Hunter is likewise a story about trauma and recovering from one's trauma. Connection is necessary to that recovery. And so on their quests, Gon is a boy trying to become his father. Killua is a boy trying to avoid becoming his father, avoid becoming his family. Kurapika is a boy trying to honor his family. Through this, we then see Hunter x Hunter is about growing up. What is growing up? To Togashi. To me, Togashi conveys growing up as taking responsibility, taking it in your hands, taking on the mantle of responsibility. Simply being responsible. We all in our lives growing up realized every year when we were young little kids, we were leaving childhood and growing up into teenagehood, and into adulthood, when we not only gained new additional personal, moral, and professional responsibilities, but acknowledged and felt and saw how our responsibilities were evolving along those years, evolving more complex, more nuanced, more serious, more stakes. Our boys are experiencing this themselves. Like I said in my intro, this episode serves as a bridge. Not only physically transitioning between two worlds, they're also leaving behind their childhoods for something greater. This is a new chapter, I feel, for the coming of age theme that has run through Hunter x Hunter so far. Gon and Killua's individual and collective journey right now is about far more than simply playing a game. It represents that existential transition. They're leaving behind the grounded reality of the Hunter exam, Heaven's Arena, Yorknu, where they faced real-world dangers like tournament opponents, the Mafia, and the Phantom Troop, and are now about to enter a more mystical, fantastical world designed by hunters. And they'll be facing not just new dangers right in front of them, but I suspect within them. Gon is trying to find his father. Killua is trying to find himself. What happens if they do? What happens if they don't? This shift is one that will shape them into the hunters they aspire to be. Our boys' entry into Greed Island is a rite of passage. Greed Island is almost a metatextual commentary on reality and escapism. It's pretty meta right off the bat. People like Ging and others have historically escaped and abandoned the real world for this one. But it's still a reality. It's a game, yet people can die in it. The idea of a game where players have to genuinely stake their lives goes against the very idea of what a game should be. This isn't just harmless fun. This is a game used for power, for manipulation, for personal information, for more than mere fun. Hence the name Greed Island. Hunters are driven by greed, whether for knowledge, for adventure, for power. Those who enter a game called Greed Island are chasing after these desires. Gon, however, enters the game not for power or wealth, but to find his dad. This is what makes him distinct. And whatever Killua's desires are, he is still figuring that out. We know he is there for Gon, first and foremost. So this episode also further solidifies their camaraderie. They have a youthful enthusiasm that's just palpable about entering the game. Gon sees it as a path to his father. His motivation right there, it's deeply personal. Killua right now is simply following Gon. While he certainly enjoys a challenge, we all know that, his lack of a personal goal right now as we enter this new arc hints at that ongoing identity crisis. He is still a boy without a true purpose beyond his friendship and companionship with Gon. All he knows right now is what and who he doesn't want to be. A pre-recorded message from Ging is emotionally ambiguous. No surprise there. How would I say this? What word would I use? Is Ging the libertarian father whose handoff approach to raising his son has fostered resilience and creativity within Gon, which, empowering him to carve his own path, even though it's a path Ging predicted? Or is Ging an emotional coward who avoids accountability, like with his deflection? I'm bad at this. Being a cop-out masking his fear of intimacy and connection. Ging dismisses Gon's hope for clues about him, instead urging him to just have fun with the game. This reflects Gon's relationship with absence, with parental abandonment. Leaving your kid to navigate this world you built on his own. There is a paradox to seeking validation from absent figures. Why do we do that? Why is Gon doing that? The message was delivered to Gon via the Nen-infused ring, kind of symbolizing Jing's omnipresent influence. He's always been around, always been there, while never being there. Will Ging ever have guilt for frankly underestimating the emotional toll of his absence? How much of Gon's quest is free will, free agency, or destiny, or being nudged down a carefully curated, orchestrated path? Even like I said during my reaction, the 100 card collection sort of becomes a metaphor for filling the void left by Ging, with each card representing a little tiny step towards understanding his father's legacy. And then, speaking about legacy, you have Killua's liberation from familial chains. Get it? Like the chains he was once strung up by and tortured. Electricity is now autonomy. Killua's use of transmuted electricity symbolizes his rejection of the Zoldyck legacy. And so then, let's talk for the rest. Let's get into Greed Island now, and the immense info dump of game mechanics I had to absorb this episode. So, in the simplest explanation possible, possessing a ring grants you two essential spells, Book and Gain. Book materializes a binder book with 145 slots. In order to clear the game, you have to fill the binder with all 100 imposed card slots, 0 to 99. Each slot is a specific card, matching numbers. I'm assuming there is a rarity and a ranking difficulty to acquiring each card, just like there's rarities and rankings and calling cards in like every game imaginable. There's also then the 45 unrestricted free slots. You can store any card you want. Cards automatically revert back to physical items if the card is not stored in the binder book within 60 seconds of acquiring it. Once a card is reverted back into its item form, it cannot be reconverted into a card again. You're forced to reacquire it again, fresh. Gain is kind of like the use button or consume button, like equipping from inventory in a game. So when you say gain, whichever card you use the gain spell on converts into its physical item form, like a sword or a potion or whatever inanimate object, whatever. The sword, we'll take the sword because that's the example that was used in the episode. The sword, when you found it, became a card. It went into your book if you put it into the book. If you wanted to summon the sword to use it, you would say gain, and you would have the physical form of the sword in your hands. But that permanently consumes the item, which is why I called it a consumable, because you can't store it back into your inventory after that, or the book. So, right here, this incentivizes strategically thinking about how you want to deploy items, how you want to play the game, if you even want to deploy the items or play the game that way. Again, like a survival game or an open world RPG or something, you have to be aware of and good at what is called resource management. So there's essentially also an in-game economy to Greed Island, which will foster and influence everything from trading markets to monopolies to rivalries to wars, possibly even. Hence why Battera bought all 7 copies of the game, minus the one that was stolen. Those with money and influence can access experiences others cannot. Capitalist greed in its purest form. And I can't remember perfectly because I haven't edited the video yet. I'm coming right off the reaction. Didn't the girl say there's a cap on how many cards can exist at one time? I swear she did. Which, if that's the case, players who already have that card will block others' progress. And people who need to acquire that item in card form to fill their binders and clear the game need to wait until someone uses it or destroys it or they kill that person. They can't kill that person though, because then they would, unless they don't want to steal from that person, they can just kill that person and it re-enter. Okay. Since she said if you die in the game, your ring gets destroyed, which holds all of your cards in the book. All progress is erased. Your little data disk, essentially. So not only will there be rivalries, you're going to want to establish teams and alliances. Like Gon and Killua will obviously work together. But Killua doesn't have a ring, only Gon. So Killua can't summon the spells to collect cards to clear the game. But Gon can give it to Killua. They can hand the ring off to each other willy-nilly. Anyone can access the save data on the ring while they're wearing it. You don't want to kill someone outright who is wearing a ring, because then you can't steal anything from them, like their cards, because they vanish and disappear. So it all seems fascinatingly complex, which I like and I prefer over something being drastically and boringly simplified. I have a learning curve. Our boys have a learning curve. We will be learning the game together. That's fun. I like that. And I can't wait for all the new characters we'll be seeing, their Nen abilities, their personalities, their strategies, the politics that are going to go down, the strategies that we'll see, the drama that will ensue, the alliances that will be formed, the enemies that will be made, the training we'll go through. Oh, God. All in all, this episode tells us that endings are never finite and new beginnings are fraught with unresolved pasts. Keep moving forward. Play the game, as Ging says. That is where I'm going to end our discussion here today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, keep the conversation going down in the comments, and check out my Patreon for early access and more exclusive series if you like. Having said all that, and with that said, until next time, thank you, be you, and have a good one. Peace.